Hello, this is Shakti Rios reporting on week 10 of Florida's School of Massage Experience. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I want to open up this video by talking about some of the responses I got from my previous video, week 9. Several people in my life have lovingly reached out and asked me if I was okay and how I was doing after they watched my week 9 video. And while I do appreciate that, I appreciate the support and I appreciate the consideration. That's something that I'm working on right now, is building a community with which to share my experiences and to gain support within. I want to clarify that my week 9 video was very emotionally intense for me, and it was posted not as a cry for help or because I need anything really. I filmed myself in the middle of that process. I could have not filmed myself having that experience, and I almost didn't, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. But I chose to do that because I recognized how important it is for me to know that everything that comes up in my life is a process, and that there are steps to every process. And as I share this video with you and with the world, we all have different processes. They all look different, but we all have them. We all have things that we go through in our lives, and the way the process presents itself looks very different depending on where we are in our integration of that process. So when I filmed video for week 9, I was very much in the middle of this place of growth where there's confusion and also distress, but hope and a mixture of different emotions, which for me is pretty much, it is the place where growth happens for me on every level. So I filmed that in order to capture that moment on screen and to remind myself that that's what process looks like sometimes. And today it's week 10 and I don't feel like I felt when I filmed week 9. However, that doesn't mean that the process is over with. It simply means that I have integrated it enough that I'm no longer in the bulk of all those feelings. I've moved just beyond it to be able to feel differently, function differently in relationship to that process. So I hope that watching my week 9 video will serve you in some way in remembering your own process and feeling like you're not alone when you go through something like that, or when you feel afraid or unsure or insecure of something happening in your life. And I hope that you remember that you're not alone, and that we're all doing it all the time, even if it's specific and individual. We're all growing in this together. So that's my comment on week 9 video. Today, week 10, is a completely different place than week 9. I feel like since then, since that conversation that I had filming that video blog, so many doors have opened, the sunshine has come pouring in, and I am now in a place of really integrating what this change means for me and how to bring that change to the world and into my life. And it's a really beautiful place to be where I am right now. Very special, very sensitive, very raw, and very special. Since I spoke to you guys last, I received my massage table, which is really exciting. It's my tool. It's the thing with which I go off into the world to do this work, and I didn't think I was going to be able to have one for a long time, and it came through, and so I'm really excited about it. It's beautiful, it's perfect for me, and I'm really happy about that. Some other changes that have occurred in my physical body are numerous. For one, I definitely feel stronger. I have a sense of strength in my body that I did not have when I started this program. This is our last week of connective tissue. I only have 2 more days of this modality and then we're out of it, which seems completely unreal to me. Just totally, I can't believe those 4 weeks went by so fast. And I find that the strength in my core body and also in my hands has just multiplied. I mean, it's amazing. I find myself doing strokes and holding certain positions during body work that I could not hold when I first came to the school, and doing them very well with an excellent amount of pressure, being able to adjust myself to my clients' needs. And it's extremely rewarding. It's been a fascinating process to witness my body grow into this work and develop ways of making this work comfortable and easy. I remember early on in connective tissue, I was really struggling. This modality slows everything way down and involves more attention to fascia, and just for me, it really involved learning how to sink my weight, not how to apply more pressure with my arms at the top of my body, but how to sink myself into someone's body so that I can fulfill the strokes and fulfill the work. And I feel like that has really come together for me in this modality. My body mechanics feel wonderful. My body doesn't ache at the end of the sessions anymore. And so that feels really great. I've discovered that breathing thoroughly while I'm working on someone is really important to keep myself energized and keep myself focused. And so that's been great. I love connective tissue work, and I feel like connective tissue brought so many things to the surface for me, and I'm so grateful for the instructors who taught this modality and for the existence of this modality, because I feel like it has opened me up to myself in a way that many other things that I have done to date has not. I mean, they have not been able to access the parts of me that I've accessed through connective tissue therapy. And what that's also done for me is just increased my awareness of how completely invaluable our bodies are, and how truly special this shell, this thing that carries us around in this world, this thing that houses our spirit, how magnificent it is and how self-regulating it is. It's a perfect instrument to fulfill our work in this world, and it's so full of information, it's so intelligent. And I feel pretty swept away in this feeling of feeling in love with my body, feeling in love with me, which was a long process for me to get here. You know, I heard people talk about how much they love themselves and self-love, and for a long time I was like, what the hell? What the hell is that? And how do you get there? That seems impossible. How can you love every aspect of yourself? Isn't that a little idealistic? And now I feel that it's not. It's not that I know that it's not. I feel like I knew that it was possible to love myself for a long time, but for the first time I feel that that's true. I feel that love, that best friend relationship that I have to my body. I recognize that my body has communicated with me from the time I was an infant to try and tell me, this is your truth, this is not your truth, this feels good, this does not feel good. And for so long I felt like I was so resentful of my body and everything it had to say to me, you know. I was resentful that my stomach hurt when it did, and I was resentful that it didn't look the way I wanted it to, and I was resentful that, you know, I got sick at this time, or whatever the case may be. And now, today, just today, I really synthesized that my body all this time has just been communicating to me things that were really important that my mind was choosing not to access because they were so difficult for me to feel. And so my body was trying to keep me in the loop about what was going on with me, and I was just not making the connection. I was not aware enough to understand that the only thing my body was trying to do was just tell me, look, this is going on. This is important. Please look at it. That's the only thing it was trying to communicate to me. And I feel like today that really solidified for me, like that really hit home in a really profound way, to recognize that I have a best friend with me all the time. And as long as I'm willing to listen and be open to the message that I receive within my body, as long as I'm willing to take a situation, a decision, or a circumstance into my body and hold it in there and see what my body has to say about it, I can never be steered wrong, because in here is everything I need to know. And that is really profound for me. A really special, really beautiful realization. And as a result, it has helped me to honor and see so deeply into other people, into other bodies, to see so much that I couldn't see before. It's like not only are my palpation skills becoming finer, but my ability to see with these eyes and with here and here, it's just, everything is just becoming so fine-tuned and so delicate. And it's amazing. It's an amazing process. And one thing I love about FSM, and I really do love them, is like, no matter how much I feel like I understand the program, I'm like, yeah, I've been here for a month, I got it, or I've been here for 2 months, I got it. They always throw like a monkey wrench in, like, you know, you're going along a month and everything's kind of the same, and then you get introduced to a teacher or a class that just flips everything and just keeps me humble, actually. And that's what I really love about the program, is that it's covered, it's sprinkled in surprises, and it's constantly keeping me on my toes, and I feel really humbled by that. And for me, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be in a group of people feeling what we feel all at the same time and just being real, really connecting with what's real and what matters. And that's the kind of thing that's building right now in my life, being in school and in the community of people that I'm sharing this school experience with, is just bonding, really tight bonding, tight friendships, just intimacy on a level with these people who I barely know. I've only been around them for like 2, maybe 3 months, and yet I feel so connected to so many of them, and it just really kind of blows my mind, and it shows me that intimacy or relationship is really not about how long I happen to know someone, or all the little facts, like do I know their last name or their parents, or, you know, what they do for a living. And it's knowing someone is so much deeper than that. It's so much more than that. Being able to look into someone's eyes and feel like I know them, I can see them. It goes far beyond all the little trivial questions that I feel like people ask me all the time, or that I ask people all the time, that really does not give me information on them, information that I want to know anyway. So yeah, also, as of this video, I am no longer managing student clinic at the school, and it feels nice to have my afternoons back, and also kind of sad because I really love the experience and I had a great time doing it. Yeah, also, the next time that I film, a week from today, I will be on spring break. So in 2 days, I go on spring break, and I won't be back in school in 2 weeks. However, I am going to film another video to keep up with my process, even though I won't be in school. And so that'll be just an update video on what's going on for me, and it's particularly what's going on for me having been a week away from this place that I've called my home now for a couple months. So that's pretty much my update for today. I'm feeling very light right now, very connected, very open. I suspect this openness is just going to continue to expand, and I greatly look forward to that experience and how that's going to reach you or anyone else in my immediate surroundings. Once again, thank you so much for watching and for keeping up with these videos, and I hope that something that I've said has touched you in some way and helped make your day a little easier. Have a blessed day.